can we be doing?
Thank you very much, Milan. Well, I want to echo Patricia and thank for this amazing award and for words of encouragement, inspiration, and support. Beijing conference was truly a life-changing event for me, because before that I was working as a crisis center for women, serving women, helping to escape, helping them to save their lives. But when I heard you, Hillary, speaking and saying women's rights are human rights, it was really, it totally changed me. I suddenly realized that what I'm doing, it's much bigger than I ever could imagine, and it's much deeper. It's not a social issue, it's a human rights issue. It's women's human rights issue. And that we do have a right to demand our rights to be fulfilled. So when I came back, we changed everything we were doing. We started working with the society, educating about domestic violence as women's human rights violation. And the second very important instrument that everybody is talking here about is the platform of action, because it also gave us a right to demand accountability from our government. Back then, it worked. And it was actually great because we had a plan for implementing Beijing Platform of Action, and government tried to implement that, so everything worked. But then everything started declining. Now we have a movement across the country. When I started, I was alone. Now we have a movement, but in Russia, like in many other parts of the world, frontline activists are holding this line, saving lives, but still being threatened, underfunded, not supported. And also we are doing a job what actually governments should do. So we do need a new instrument that would give us a right and also protection. We need to keep our governments accountable. We need to be protected, because when I'm threatened, there is no obligation from the state to investigate it or stopping it. So we do need, I think what we need a new framework. There is a coalition called Every Woman Coalition, and we are advocating for a new global treaty, new agreement, protecting women and girls from violence. We need to review everything that we have and take it to the next step to ensure security of women and girls, because climate change is the first threat. Violence against women and girls on our planet is another threat. Everybody knows the statistics, 1 in 3 women. Just think about that. These are real women and girls. But it's also a shadow pandemic, as it has been described during COVID. COVID demonstrated how actually vulnerable we are, how vulnerable are women, girls, activists, everybody who's working in this field. So I am advocating, and I think we do need a new global value of women and girls' safety. But not just in words. We need it in written agreement, we need it with funding, because prevention of violence against women currently is only 0.002% of global development programs. That's how much it is a priority. So I think everything we are doing And Beijing really was and is an inspiration, and it also demonstrated us back then how high can be a standard for protecting women and girls on Earth. We just need to follow it and make it a reality with all the full commitments from all 89 governments who signed that. We want to bring that back and to make sure that there are no backlashes, that there are no excuses, that it is a true priority and not just in words, in actions. Thank you.
So, Pawasha, you were a young woman. You went to Beijing. It had a special effect on you. Maybe you could talk a little bit